Trump is found guilty. And now what? That's what we're going to look in today in the cards. Found guilty on 34 counts, 900 counts, whatever. He's found guilty. So we're going to look into it. I got some questions y'all sent in to me, so we'll look into it. Let me make sure I got my, there we go. Make sure my questions are right there, easy to see. And of course, this is a card reading. This is not fact. It's for entertainment purposes only. My psychic downloads my snarky opinion. And hey, guess what? You know what? I have a personal opinion. It might pop out from time to time. You're not watching some news network that pretends to be impartial. No, you're not. People have opinions like they got something else. Just say. Anyhow, and if you find yourself amongst an, impartial tarot reader, I encourage you to follow them if that's what's in your heart. Anyhow, oh, you have to excuse all the noise. The dogs next door are barking. They're having graduations going on. People apparently have microphones over there, but they still scream into them. I don't get it. All right, we're going to start with, first, let's look into the energy around Trump being found guilty. What can we know about the energy around that, allegedly for entertainment purposes only? All right, this is a major arcana deck. So don't be all like, oh my God, they're all major arcana. Yeah, it's on purpose. Present theme. All right, there we got government. Right there in the center with the Hierophant card. Major past drama-rama. Ooh, secret knowledge going on. Pivotal future event. Oh, I'm walking on sunshine. Oh, overriding concern. The justice. You don't say. Emotional undercurrent. Oh, the Tower. Fear. The Star. Oh, we have obsession. Obsession for men. Was there an obsession perfume for women? I don't remember. I don't know that I was obsessed with it either. All right, obsession is turning this all around. Driving ambition. Oh, muerto. Transitioning times. The main obstacle. Oh. Two hearts that beat as one. Mildred's going to come on out to play because I want some extra fries with this, right? What can Mildred give us? Some extra spiciness. This is the secret pocket oracle of Mildred Payne. In case you wanted to go out and get it yourself, Deviant Moon Tarot. That's who makes this little deck. They have a full-size, bigger one, whatever. I like the little one for my little tiny man hands. Okay. I'm going to go back in the same order. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. Never more. All right, going here. Going down here. Going over here. Going over here. And here. And here. You know, it's interesting. I'll just say this. Lately, Mildred seems to be putting out the same cards over and over again. My goodness. All right. There's the Scarab. This is that card I always tell you. I never remember its exact meaning. I think it's like eternal life or some shit. I don't know. That's what I've come to associate it with, so I don't know if I've remembered the right meaning for it, but that's become my meaning. As you should know, sometimes cards have their own meanings for readers that are not the specific meaning. Imagine that. Anyhow, there's an offer made here with this. Okay, let's not call it an offer. It's an offer you can't refuse in a way, but there's this idea at the center of the situation that we're talking about the government, and it's like an eternal terrible thing that lives in our lives. And essentially, like, you're going to take it and you're going to like it. You're going to take it and you're going to like it. So this doesn't really feel like justice. Just saying. Okay, so this is, Big Brother's always here to be a pain in your ass. Got it. In the past, there's a creative plan going on, and we have the witch's hat. That's interesting. Something else is going on behind the scenes that's got us to this point. Yeah. hats. Yeah, white hat, black hat. There's something going on behind the scenes. There's a creative parallel plan, I guess we'll call it, going on behind the scenes there. In the full, this is the future, we have the tooth and the crow. Nevermore. This, I don't know how that's going to happen. Maybe we'll get it further in the reading, but this is an idea that there's something that needs to be extracted and we need to talk about it. Okay. All right. We're just overriding concern. Justice, that using the legal books on the law, legal whatever, that we're using this to go after somebody, like using it in the wrong way. Like it shouldn't be used for going after somebody, the law, just saying. But if you're a big fan of corn pop, I apologize, but I also encourage you to click off this reading. Go ahead. All right, we have our emotional undercurrent, the tower. Ooh, oh, the mirror. A precedent has been set. A precedent has been set. And be careful lest you look back in the mirror and see yourself facing the same problemo. Oops. Oops. Fear. We've got the star. There is this fear by those who are using lawfare. There's this fear. Like at first it's like, oh, got that done. Thank God. But then it's like, have we unleashed the plague of frogs? Have we unleashed these people who would support him? He's a convicted felon. Oh my God. Yes, Becky, they would. All right, the obsession here. We have turning this around. They have a key to turn this around. Turn the beat around. TikTok, get them stopped. There is a specific timeline in here of turning this around somehow. Maybe this is just the election. I'm not sure. We'll figure out what's going on. We have the desire, the driving ambition. We're transitioning. We're going in a time of transitioning to get rid of terrible, bad Nimrods out of the world. And this has been delayed. There has been a delay to get to this. This is like we're cresting again. I know I use this analogy a lot where we're at the top of the roller coaster. I'm going to say at this point, there's multiple roller coasters running at the same time. This is the crest of another roller coaster. There's been a delay getting the little coaster thing up the hill. And now it's like, now you done it. No bueno for you. Main obstacle. The lovers. And the dagger and the acorn. This would almost... The obstacle here is like, the way it's coming through is like the first, is this the first person you really, like, did you choose wisely to go after this first person? And I don't, let's get some coins, some tokens on that. Whale. Oh, I don't know those signs. I'll have to look it up. Ironing out details. And a bird in hand. 117. Let's see what the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I don't know. Okay, so we have the whale. Solitude, creative release. Bird in hand. Ironing out the details. Was this really a wise thing to go after this person? Okay. That's going back to the people pushing the lawfare. Okay. So, and whatever those signs are related to who, I don't know what. I'm not going and looking and seeing who's those signs. I'm not into that. I mean, I'm into it, but I'm not. I don't have enough time to study it that deep. So, let's continue on. Now, one of the first questions I got was the judge threatened or bribed to, I guess, behave this way in the case? I don't know. I don't know why we can't have cameras in the courtrooms over there. I think we should have cameras in all the courtrooms. That would be amazing. I mean, I'd love a front row seat to that Diddy case that's going to happen. So anyway, was the judge threatened or bribed? Oh, there's the government. 8 of Cups in the past. Okay. I guess you could use the word threatened. I don't know if that's the proper word. Giving you an offer you can't refuse. Yeah. There is this idea that he was given an offer he cannot refuse. You're going to abandon whatever type of things that you learned were proper in law school and what you've ever done. You're going to throw that all away. You're going to walk it away and become this character. You're going to become this judge doing these dumb things. Someone is directing him, my opinion, allegedly. Someone is directing him in how to act, how to direct the court, the trial, the whatever. My opinion, he's bad. I don't know if this guy is good or bad, but it feels like he must have done something where they got him to do this a certain way, allegedly. And so he's walking away from whatever legal mindedness he had, and has been directed to act in certain manners. He came to this crossroad where he had to make a deal. He had to make a choice. 2 of Swords. I have to make a choice. And I either do it or I don't. Now, here's the weird thing. You have the Queen of Wands and you have the King of Wands. The Queen of Wands, a lot of times for me, is like, you know, bad, witchy, marketing, PR, nutty stuff. But then I also have this King of Wands, which comes up many times for Mr. T. And that makes me wonder whose side is behind this. Whose side is actually behind this? Why is his card... Like, this could be, you're going to make a decision and you're going to act like a crazy judge to get what we want to go after him. That could be the interpretation. This also could be that you're going to have to make a decision, and we have Mr. T pushing that along for him to act in an odd manner. So let's ask the question, is this the bad guys pushing the judge? We'll call them the bad guys. This is the bad guys pushing the judge to act like this. Let's ask that question. Well, somebody's pushed him to see something in a new way. This has already been planned long in advance to show the world we are the world. There is a partnership. You make a choice, judge, and you're gonna follow our rules. Yep, 4 of Swords, just pretend you're like a Sleeping Beauty and you're just not even there anymore. Whatever morals you had, they're gone. Gosh, I'm not really getting what I'm... He's definitely been told what to do, allegedly. I'm not getting yet buenos, bad guys, good guys. I'm not getting that. Okay, so external influence is trying to make it seem not so crazy. All right, and then our fears. We've been working on this so hard that maybe this gets... We achieve our goals, but to what end? Internal influence. You're going to do your job, as we say, to do your job. And the challenge is following the letter of the law. I'm not getting good guys, bad guys on this. This is though somebody's coming to judgy and saying, this is how you're going to do it. Why can't I know? Why can't I know? Certain things I swear I am not allowed to know. Not allowed to know. Okay. Well, either way, I'm going to say that he's compromised. Why did the judge give the instruction that they didn't need the jurors to be unanimous on the charges to find him guilty? So what I had seen was he said, well, if you find him guilty on 4 of these charges for this thing, and you find him guilty, if 4 of you find him guilty on these charges here, and then 4 of you find him guilty on these charges here, we'll put it all together, and then we'll say he's guilty. That seemed weird. But looking at, like, he's compromised in some way, I guess that kind of makes sense, right? So why did he give these weird jury instructions? And then he wouldn't let them have their jury instructions in the back room. They had to keep coming out for him to, like, speak for an hour on end. I mean, my God, how boring. Because we need to get Trump out of the way. We need to have him face judgment. Any way you can get him. Any way you want it, that's the way you get him. Yeah. They want it any way they could get him. This is called, we want to control this now. We need to get him found guilty. So, however we got to do it, even if it ain't the usual, we're going to do it. Yeah. This is our new message in order to get the result that we want. This is why we're doing it that way. Alrighty. That's not sauce at all. All right, I am recording this on May 31st, 2024. House Judiciary Committee Subcommittee, the committee subcommittee, is demanding that Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg and Prosecutor Matthew Colangelo testify before the committee on June 13th. What happens there? Yeah, what happens there? I believe June 11th, no. Is it June or July? He's going to get sentenced. I think July 11th. Not sure, you can correct me. Anyway, the subcommittee, the Judiciary's Committee Subcommittee is demanding that the Manhattan District Attorney Bragg and Colangelo come and testify on June 13th. What's going to be happening there? Secrets, nothing more than secrets. Oh, look at the energy behind this is that apparently the subcommittee is saying, this don't smell right. Come on down. The price is right and we want to see what's in your brain. What's going on here? Oh, my. We want to find out then they're going to have to make a choice whether they're going to say anything, because otherwise they're going to reveal who is pushing them to move forward in their way that they were moving forward. Can you imagine? Oh, that could be drama-rama. It'd only be better if Senator Kennedy was there and he could read out some, like, really dirty bird type of things that he does. If you have not seen him read things that are terrible, it is hilarious at the same point. Just saying. But this is, we want to find out what's really going on because something stinks. It don't smell right. Who's pushing you to do the things in the way that you were doing them? And if they, like, want to plead the fifth because they don't want to get in trouble one way or the other, that might be happening. Like, I don't remember, I plead the fifth, I don't want to incriminate myself or whatever. Perhaps they're going to play dumb. Okay, so does this have any effect on the justice system? What effect on the justice system does this have? Because this is redonkulous, in my opinion. What effect does this have on the justice system? I mean, the justice system's already jacked up. You can go steal $900-something worth of crap and you don't get in trouble. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's great. Disillusionment with the system. This affects the justice system. I don't know how the hell they fix it, but there's some idea that this has been a system where, you know, if you're poor, you're shit out of luck, and if you're rich, you usually can get off. Or if you live in the right state where they don't enforce laws, you also can get away with anything. All right, people are disillusioned with the justice system and said, it's enough, this is all jacked up, we need to, like, scrap it or start over or something here. Yeah, the justice system is terrible. It's much like the tax code. It has got we have too many laws and things on the books that don't make sense. This needs to be cleaned up. Clean this shit up. Bye-bye. Adios. This ain't right. Fix it. Yeah, because whatever you're saying is justice is not really justice, and everybody now is looking at everything like, makes no sense. Makes no sense. So definitely overhaul coming to the justice system. All right, well, I'd like to see an overhaul to the tax code too, but that's just me. How would an appeal of the guilty verdict play out? Because he's definitely going to appeal. And I don't even know that, geez, with as speedy as the system is, that probably wouldn't happen for years. But how would the appeal of the guilty verdict play out? He gets, yeah, okay. The conviction doesn't stand. Conviction doesn't stand. But this, again, like Knight of Pentacles, is a slow work. It doesn't happen overnight, but the conviction would not stand. We are the champions. Everybody sees the bullshit for what it is. Okay, so in my opinion, this gets overturned. Doesn't hold water. He's a convicted felon. Ah. Okay. Is Trump likely to receive a jail sentence? Can you imagine? I was thinking about that yesterday, and I'm like, what if he went to, like, I don't think he would, but like, what if he went to a Rikers Island? Could he demand to have the, like, toilet plated gold? You know, like his apartment he has or whatever that's all, like, gold everything. Can you imagine? Oh, that would be amazing. And then you could have Architectural Digest come in and, like, take a tour of his cell. What a joke. All right, is Trump likely to receive a jail sentence? Okay. Secrets? Illusions? Satisfied. There he is in the background. Come on down. There might be something to, like, we're not going to get our Architectural Digest tour of his gold-plated toilet sink combo in a jail cell. This, however, would say he's put somewhere, not like a Rikers Island. This could be at home, maybe. We'll get something else. Maybe we'll ask the tokens. That he's put away for some house arrest or, I don't know, something like that. There's yes. King of Pentacles. It's like a Camp Fed, like a Martha Stewart prison. I don't know. Something, Camp Cupcake? Whatever they called it. Because it's almost like the Looney Tunes that are celebrating this, they have to see something come out of this. And this shows, like, to satisfy that, to satisfy this whole thing here, it would be like he's not in a jail where he's hearing, like, disgusting sounds all night. But yeah, I would say he's detained, put away somehow. Let's see. There's a plan in place. This has already been decided. So that's weird. I guess not weird. $71, that's Canadian or fall, right? Just want to check. Autumn, shedding the old, Canadian. Oh, can you imagine he's going to go up hang with Justin Trudeau? And, okay, so this would tell me that it would be like an illusion that he's arrested. Like some people would say, like, oh, look, they're putting him in the clink clink. But not really a clink clink like we would go to a clink clink. You throw him in the jail, bury him under the jail. That's what we want to see. 45. It's a white horse. I'm just curious. I never get this one. Freedom without restraint. Travel power. Okay, so while they want to see him go into the jail, this is like, I don't know, house arrest. Maybe it's like Mr. J.E. You know how he got arrested in Florida, and then during the day he could go out and do things, but then at night he had to sleep at the jail? There's something weird here about it. It's not like a legit normal sentence like you and I would get for doing whatever things they think are wrong. All right, so something to it. Puppy, stop. How does this affect Trump's support among those who have not supported him? I guess non-support. Let's say it a different way. For people who have never supported Trump and hate him and think he's the worst thing ever, what does this do to their thoughts on him now? How do the non-supporters feel about Trump now that this guilty verdict has come down? Okay. Eek. Okay, this first thing says they see it. There's a lot of them. You can't say it's like an all or nothing, obviously, because there's some people out there just like weeing with excitement. But some people are like, this shit ain't right. This shit ain't right. This is not how the law system's supposed to work. This has some people walking away from whatever party they were in before. This is not good for these people. See this as like terrible. Like, we'll say rational people see this as terrible. This is terrible. Hoping that the government can get it together and go back to how it used to be. Well, it was probably always corrupt, but you know what I'm saying. At least we thought it was like sort of fair. External influence. They're seriously considering supporting Trump. They're like, well, I don't know. The fears. There is just heartbreak every which way for the non-supporters of like, I can't believe this was allowed to happen this way. I can't believe that I would be forced to support Trump. I can't believe this is what my country has become. It's like, the illusion's broken. Like, what do I live in? Internal influence. If they're going to do it to him, they're going to do it to me, and I'm not having it. Challenge. How does this come? There's a possibility that there's... Okay, this is coming across... Why in here in this question? This is coming across that there's going to be an idea. We had the Seven of Swords. That's my sneaky snacker card. Somebody sneaking around in the kitchen, you know, after midnight trying to get a snack. And they hope that nobody's going to hear the crinkling of the plastic of the food, right? Okay. They are going to have a hard time trying to reconcile how can I vote for this man or support this man when I think he's terrible? How can I do this? But it's just not right. And I almost wonder if there's not going to be like these non-supporters are like on the down low supporting, and they wouldn't say it. They would say, oh yeah, I'm pro corn pop all the way. I love the way Kamala cackles. Turns me on. She's my favorite hyena. And but they're secret on the download supporting him. But they wouldn't say it. It's just, it's almost weird too, because like there's a idea of like non-supporters finding support with other non-supporters behind the scenes, mobilizing together. I don't know what that is. Democrats for Trump, maybe. I don't know. There's something weird about it, but they don't like what they're seeing either. This does not make them happy. All right, let's see. How does this, now he said... What did he say? November 5th is the judgment day or whatever. That's, you know, the day everybody's supposed to go vote. Unless you're in California here, and I'm sure we'll get our ballots, you know, way early, and we're supposed to mail them in, and they're getting counted. Because we're really not corrupt here in California at all. Yeah. Does Trump get elected November 5th? What can we know about November? Why do I have September in my mind? Okay. Let's pull out Mildred Payne on this because I see what I see, but I want to see more. Mildred, don't be doing that. We have the Four of Cups, King of Wands, we have the Muerto. We have Two of Pentacles, we have the Sun and the Six of Cups. In the past, we have the Fool, though. That almost looks like Michael Landon cosplaying Indiana Jones here. Kind of interesting. All right. Four of Cups. We have something secret brewing over here on the election. Does Trump win the election? There's something secret brewing here. This is our additional death. Cauldron, dragon, slaying the... No, not cauldron. That's over here. Candle, slaying the dragon. The Fool is... Message has already been sent in the past. We're working furiously on this plan. The Mushroom in the Lighthouse. Growing problem. This goes back to the people who don't support him. This is that whole thing where, like, people support him that, like, it's swallowing a bitter pill. Four of Cups, like, I don't want that shit. But I don't want what I've got now. He's a growing problem, but it's like the lighthouse. When you're looking at Trump, it'd be the lighthouse. This is my only option, as what does a lighthouse do? It keeps you safe from hitting the rocks in your ship. You know, the cliffs. Whatever. Two of Pentacles. Becomes a highly dramatic time, very emotional time. Like... There's going to be people who are, like, pissed off for sin voting, and people who are voting, like, you know, dragging their feet. I don't want to vote for Orange Man. The Sun. It rings a bell. Got to turn this ship around. Six of Cups. Black Cat has 9 lives. Okay. This would say yes. Now, I think we've had questions before, too. Let's see if let's ask that. Is there even going to be an election in November? This would say yes, that he would have success, victory, people making the choice, but people don't want to. You know, that'd be like Rob Reiner being the first in there to say, I voted for Trump. Like, him and Stephen King would, like, they would never do it, right? Is there even going to be an election on November 5th? Why is there secrets behind this? Okay, so this looks like we're still looking like, yeah, we're supposed to have an election. However, it looks like it's going to be damn hard to get there. Because it's almost like it's going to be hard to get there because there's so much shit going wrong. And it's like, things in the way. Impulsive. Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands having to take risk. This, I don't know. This is like, I'm going to say, I'm going to go to vote. But on the way to vote, I have to beat off, like, no, I'm not. No. I have to smack away bums that are in my way who are trying to stop me. It's almost like a video game, like, no, because this is in my way. No, because this is in my way. Like, there's things that they're being put in the way to prevent it happening. Like, it's a battle. It looks like it goes to, that there actually is an election. There's a vote. But it does look like there's trouble getting there. Like, listen here, bum, you have to move, get out of here. Listen here, Newsom, out of my way. No, right? Like there's just barriers. Like playing a video game, and like once you went through this one door, now you've opened up this new door, and there's these like you're playing Doom or something, and there's another monster to slay. So anyway, the idea is that they're supposed to be. All right, what do we need to know moving forward? Out of all of this drama-rama, what do we need to know? Back to our discernment. You need to pay attention to any intuitive hits that you get. Listen to your gut. Don't listen to other people telling you to do all sorts of whatever things. You're going to have to be in a defensive posture. Be careful. Watch wherever you're going, whatever you're doing. Pay attention to what's going on. There's going to be a lot of BS thrown your way in terms of media, papers, blogs, internet, bullshit. There's going to be a lot of things that are coming out. They're not necessarily true. They could be half-truths. You need to go and do your own research. We're walking into a new time here. Focus on the end line. Focus on the goal. Keep your vibe high. Don't be all drama-rama. And let yourself get into the glasses half empty mentality. And Knight of Wands, taking inspired action. Knight of Wands is taking inspired action, but it's also don't let the story that they tell you become the truth unless you see it or you can prove it to yourself. So do your own due diligence. Listen to your gut. Just pay attention. Criticize everything you see, no matter whoever it comes from. No matter whoever it comes from, you have to start looking into like, what's their motivation? Why are they saying this? What's this about? Connecting dots on your own and not letting anybody do the thinking for you. That's what we're seeing here. All right. With that, come join me in the Moon Moth Manor, AlyciaWicker.com. Get access to readings like these ahead of time. Other ones I can't share on Tube of the U. And some other good stuff if you want to learn how to do some tarot readings. If you want to learn about crystal healing, all that stuff's in there too. So I will see you there. And thanks for watching. Adios.